Yo, what is going on, guys? Jordy back with another T3 video. Today we're going to be checking out the patch notes that launched yesterday over on TapTap. We're going to kind of go through everything that's coming with Super Season 1 and some of the hero balancing that actually was implemented last night with maintenance. Now, if you guys didn't know, the game went through maintenance last night for Super Season 1. So this is basically like an early maintenance. So we won't have to worry about sitting through another maintenance going into next season later on this week. So that is awesome. They just got the maintenance out of the way early. All we have to do basically is just be on whenever the new season launches, and the game will just update and push everything out with Super Season 1. So that is really cool that they did like an early maintenance. We don't have to wait, which is awesome. Shout out to Andrea for getting the question of the pinned comment right over on my Gloria video. If you guys want to get a shout out of your own, I will randomly throw in a question in the pinned comment of a random video. And if it specifically says, get a shout out in the next video, and you're the first one to get the question right, then I will shout you out in the next video. It's something I want to randomly throw into just any of the videos. So make sure you're checking the pinned comment. It could potentially be a shout out, but let's go jump over into the patch notes and then check out some gameplay. All right, so the patch notes are pretty short. They didn't really change too much. We didn't expect them to be doing another huge update with Super Season 1. But it does say right here, you get, well, one, you can see this really cool picture with neon on it. It's pretty sweet. But it goes into that they had the maintenance on June 5th, which is technically today, but they are ahead of the world. So if you guys are in North America like myself, they are ahead of us in time zones. So their June 5th was our June 4th. So that's kind of sort of how the update is also going to work. So it does say that it is coming on June 9th. So you can see that right here, June 9th. However, that will be June 8th for the American players. So just figure out your time zones. This is kind of something to go off of right here. So 100 or midnight UTC is going to be June. For me, it's June 8th at 7 p.m. Yeah. Because the 2 a.m. UTC is 9 p.m. for me. So it's going to come out like normal, except normally when a weekly reset happens, for me at least, it's on Wednesdays. So this will just be on Thursday this week. So it's Monday today, so we only got a couple more days. So this is it's coming soon, and then it will end on August 17th, which is really cool. The ranked season also starts immediately, so that is awesome. If you guys didn't see any of the reaction videos or even the breakdown video I did yesterday with Black Magic T3, we went over the new hero. Her name is Neon. We're probably going to call her Yotsuba, but Neon. And she'll be coming with exclusive tasks, so you can get up to another 1,000 glory points if you complete her tasks. She's going to be super fun. She's a new support hero. Definitely check out the video if you guys haven't seen it. It goes over all of the Neon Party events we're going to be getting. So like the login events, all the events that happen at the start of a season, those are all right here. The Lucky Star Wish, the 3x trophies, hero event challenges, which is like I think you have to play a certain amount of games or whatever the case may be with the specified hero, and you will get rewards accordingly. So it looks like they're going to be doing Gloria and Judix this time, which makes sense because this is probably going to line up with the Gloria and Judix lucky draw skins we're going to be getting. So that I'd imagine they'll launch the skin, and then they will bring in these events, so it kind of entices people to get the skin and play with the hero. So this is sort of a rough idea as to when we're going to be getting lucky draws. So keep that in mind for whenever you check out my channel, because I will be doing all the lucky draws this entire season. I'll be covering them all. And then as far as some of the other stuff, so Stadium Track, this is something I wanted to mention in a video, just because I've been getting a couple of comments recently. So the Stadium Track currently in this little baby season, the Stadium Season 0, we're playing right now, that Stadium Track will disappear. So if you guys haven't completed that Stadium Track, make sure you go complete it. I am not even done with it myself. I have a couple hundred more to go, but finish as much as you possibly can before the update, because it will roll into the new Stadium Track, which will be not only longer, but also include more rewards and different rewards. So if you do miss out on anything, make sure you go finish it before the launch of Super Season 1. Right here, it literally says the progress will be reset at the beginning of each season. So you have to make sure you go do that to receive the rewards. You need to be active again to receive new rewards in a new season. So it'll completely reset it. So make sure you're finishing it. As far as some other stuff, you guys can come in here and read it all if you want, but it's basically kind of talking more about ranked, and where you land at the end of the season will give you a certain amount of coins and whatnot. But here's the meat and potatoes of it all, the hero balancing adjustments. So we did kind of go over this a little bit, but we're going to kind of go over it a little bit more. So Ruby got a nerf. Her single bolt damage is reduced from 500 to 360. So basically she's going to be doing less damage. If you have Ruby at level 10, this 360 is 504. So 504 damage per bolt, and she throws 3 bolts. If you connect all 3, she'll be dealing, what, 1512 damage. So that is how that works. But previously it was 500, and when it was 500, she was dealing like 700 per bolt at level 10. So it went from like 2100 damage to like 1500 damage. So that's the only change for Ruby. As for Syndra, they basically brought down the top end of her bullet damage. So she shoots projectiles and she shoots them in a burst. So 300 plus 150 is now 200 plus 150. So basically it just brought down the top end of the damage. So that's also a change coming, or I guess a nerf. And all of these changes are already implemented into the game. They were implemented with last night's adjustments and last night's maintenance. So this is already live. The only thing that isn't currently live is seasonal content. So new skins, new battle pass, new hero, stuff like that. As for buffs, we got a buff with Chemist. She can now activate her ultimate on herself, which is cool. Chemist wasn't able to, with the big May update, Chemist lost the ability to heal herself by shooting the ground. And also she lost the ability to give herself or activate her ultimate ability on herself. So now she can do that. She still can't self-heal, but she can activate her ult on herself, which is cool. And then they did a bunch of adjustments to auto fire ranges. So basically a bunch of ranges got changed specifically for auto fire. So you have Mark, Iris, Gloria's assault rifle, Hunter, Skady, Judix, Vincent, Gatlin's Ubercharge. They all went from 50 to 75. I don't know if this is meters. They don't really specify in here, but basically the auto fire will kick in or take over at a longer range of sight. So whenever you have an enemy in your sights and you have auto fire turned on, it will shoot. The gun will just automatically start shooting. That range is now increased for those heroes from 50 to 70. Chemist, her auto fire got bumped from 35 to 70, so that's doubling her auto fire distance. Chemist is still kind of weird because she has to do like the arc effect with her little gun, her healing gun. So that's, take it with a grain of salt. I don't know if this is necessarily going to help, but, I guess it's something. Labula, Yaw, and Fort, they went from 30 to 50, so they have an increase. I'm really excited about this because I've been playing a lot of Labula, and so I play auto fire with him. I do still manually fire, but if it's, whatever the case may be, if it auto fire kicks in, then I'll heal at a further distance, which is cool. And then Syndra went from 40 to 50. So those are all some auto fire changes. As for some quality of life improvements, now this is interesting. So we got new ranked icons. You guys saw that. They went from bronze to diamond. Basically everything got a redesign. We still don't know any information about the new rank, so I won't be able to answer any questions about that, but there is a new rank. We don't know if it's top 100. I have no idea. We will figure that out later in the week. But there is a complete revamp of all the different medals, which is really cool, the different icons for each rank. Some new store items, more skins for players to discover. I'm guessing this is coming. I haven't really seen any new skins, but Ranked matches, there's an optimization for ranked matches. So now you can 4-stack. So 4-player teams are allowed. So that is interesting. They weren't allowed, but now it is. So you can 4-stack in ranked. So you can play solo, duo, trio, 4-stack, 5-stack all the way through in ranked modes. That's really interesting. So there's no like drawback at all. They don't have any sort of like, no, you can't do that. Like if you only have 4 friends online, then you 4 are jumping in rank. It's I think this is a good change. I don't know exactly how it's all going to work, but it could potentially be a disaster for the solo players or how the matchmaking happens. But for now, I think they want to maybe test it and see kind of how it goes. So that's cool. We normally don't ever have a 5th, but we always have a 4th, and now we can actually play ranked together. So I'm okay with this for now, but if it starts making people mad or losing a lot, then they might adjust it. So all teams will be preferentially matched to other teams. When there are no other teams, there will be a passerby team with stronger personal strength. So basically what I think this means is that if there would be like a disadvantage if you are going in as a 4-stack with a solo, and there isn't any other 4-stacks, like as matchmaking is happening and trying to find another 4-stack team in a solo, if there isn't, then it will just automatically pair you upwards. So it makes it to where you have a disadvantage rather than the opponents having a disadvantage. Where if I went in with, me and my squad and we 4-stack, we get a random and we play against 5 randoms, like we're going to have the advantage. So I think this is actually smart how they do this, where it basically will pair you up with a stronger set of players rather than down. So it's pretty interesting. And then some UI changes and sound effects and whatnot. So there it is. That is all of the patch notes. We're going to go check out all of the changes. We're going to go look at Ruby. We're going to go look at Syndra, and we're going to go look at Chemist. Let's go jump into the game. Let's go see how everything is feeling. And yeah, let's go check it out. All right, we jumped in. I turned advanced mode off to hopefully match make faster. And we actually did end up matching against real players, so that's cool. No lone Vanguard blessing, so we can't really test that, how that feels with Ruby, but we are going to be playing some Ruby. Kind of just want to see how she feels now. She's probably not going to be as strong, but she's still going to fill that role of Vanguard, and at that Brawl Vanguard. So we're going to see how it feels. Hopefully she still feels good, but she's not going to be extremely overpowered like she was, because it just was too much. So yeah, as you can see, I'm dealing 504 times 3, which is good. I think that's still a decent amount, but not extremely overpowered amount. So let's see if we can at least get a kill here. Let's throw this behind. Chase this Ruby. Oh, nice pin. Nice pin. I'll help you. Nice, nice, nice. This is also my first game on, so normally I play on emulator. I don't know if you guys know that, but I play on emulator. I think it just makes it have better content, and I'm not a competitive player. I think it just makes it look better. However, my first game on when I play on emulator normally is a little more laggy than usual, so just keep that in mind. Oh, we do have a Gatlin right here. That's scary. Okay, let's jump back over here. Let's see if we can deal some damage to this Ruby. Oh, I didn't even realize they had a Vincent. Oh, that scared me. I was like, how did I die? All right, well, we got to watch out for the Vincent now. Basically, just throw stars, because I'm playing the ninja form. Throw the ninja stars at everyone. Got it. So far, it could just be that I don't have Lone Vanguard Blessing on, but she definitely feels not as strong, which is good. I think that's good. She was just too overpowered. Oh, Vincent's right here. We got him. Okay, cool. But yeah, she was just too strong. Way too strong. See if I can stun them. Oh, I hit the statue. If anything, she's gonna just feel more like a tank rather than overpowered DPS tank. So that's kind of what I'm looking forward to the most. Let's see if we can actually get a kill here. I haven't been able to get a kill. There's one. I think Vincent's right here somewhere. Oh, no, they got him. Okay, cool. We have a Gloria over here. Let me see if I can stun her. I missed. Let's ult her. just to kind of test the ult. Okay, so the ult still does what, like 840? My game's lagging a little bit, so I apologize for that, guys. I have a Gatlin right here. See if I can stun. Okay, we got the Gatlin. Yeah, she just doesn't seem as overpowered, but the prominent Ruby players are still gonna play her to a top tier level. She was just carrying lobbies, I mean, on her own. That Syndra is so weak. I'm gonna chase her. The Gatlin didn't try there. She just kind of gave up. They have a hunter. Okay, yeah, I definitely feel it. It definitely feels not as strong. I don't know where the Vincent went. I'm just gonna keep throwing. I know that's his decoy, but there's no downside in hitting his decoy, so I don't know where he is. He's scary. Oh, he's somewhere. He's somewhere right here. Chaos. This is just chaos right here. Right, let's get a shield up. See if we can take out the Gatlin. Yeah, so she's not necessarily carrying anymore. You can definitely feel it. Initially, when Magic and I reacted to, I was like, oh, that's the only thing that they're changing on her. It actually makes a pretty big difference, having her not deal nearly as much damage. So I feel it. I definitely feel it. If you guys were also worried about Ruby, you can definitely feel not as overpowered. She still has the damage mitigation with her passive, and also if she is the lone Vanguard, she's not then she'll get that buff as well. But you guys did great. Let me give everyone likes. Let's go check out Syndra. Let's see how she feels. All right, Emmental. Very nice. So yes, like I said, I do have advanced mode off, so I will be, this I think is bots. Go ahead and get Syndra. Make sure everything's turned off. I always make sure that my mic is turned off, that way like people don't hear me just commentating, because I think that's like embarrassing. But we're gonna try out Syndra here. We are on Emmental, and like I said, most likely bots. I might have one real player on my team, but for the most part, I think this is a bot game. So, but like, I'm just testing the damage numbers and how the character feels after the changes. So it doesn't really necessarily matter what we're playing against. So well, let's do it. I was initially I was surprised with Syndra and her getting some sort of nerf, because I didn't feel like Syndra was really a problem, but it could have been that she was more of a problem maybe either in lower lobbies or extremely high lobbies. I'm like in the middle. I play in gold 1 lobbies. This isn't ranked, but I just didn't really see her as much of a threat. But even blind just now, we took out a Gatlin, so let's see how she feels. Let me pop a heal right here. I gotta get reload here. I don't know. She doesn't really feel too nerfed, to be honest. I mean, I'm still getting kills, but I'm also still doing my job. Let's pop the bot back. I want to put it up here. I like putting it on that. So she's doing like what, 409 on the top end. That's not terrible. Let me pop a heal just in case any of my teammates need some healing. Oh, hi, Victor. Woo! Yeah, it doesn't really feel, I mean, she still feels pretty good. Like, I'm still getting kills, but I'm doing my job as a healer. I'm sitting in the fight, but I'm on a 5 streak, so maybe, I don't know. Then again, I am playing against bots, so it's probably not a very good way to decipher it or to like really test, but you know, just for the sake of it, I just kind of want to see how she feels. But I'm on a 6 streak, so it's probably just because we're playing against bots. She probably won't nearly be as strong or prominent. Like Gatlin, a bot Gatlin's just going to run in the fight and not really do anything. So, but yeah, you can see damage numbers, 409 per burst. I have all my heroes at level 10, so 409 per burst. Like per, I guess, bolt. There was a 669. Yeah, so 409. That's not bad. I mean, that's still pretty decent. I did a 980 there. I don't know what that was. Maybe a headshot or something. But yeah, she definitely feels fine to me. If you are a Syndra main out there, I don't feel like it was, you know, if the nerf was needed, I don't feel like it was maybe enough. I don't really know. I played Syndra for a little bit when Stadium Season 0 started. I was playing her for a little bit, and then I basically just switched to Labula and like solely used Labula. So let's pop this right here. Yeah, this is probably just because we're playing against bots. I mean, I went on a 15 streak, but just regardless, I wanted to see how she felt. She still does a pretty decent amount of damage. She is going to still be that DPS support, but maybe it's just not as nearly as much damage as she was doing on the top end. So not bad, not bad. Let's see how Chemist feels. Let's go jump into a game and play some Chemist. All right, where you at, Chemist? There you are. All right, so Chemist, the only change, like you guys saw in the beginning, is that she can now activate her ult on herself. That is literally the only change. I think this is to just bring her more in tune with maybe some of the other supports, because they probably saw that not a lot of people were playing Chemist. So we're going to kind of see how it feels. I used to play Chemist quite often, and now I barely even touch her. So we'll jump into some games. I'll play this game through and see kind of how she feels being able to use her ult on herself. I don't know if it's going to necessarily change too much, but we'll see. Maybe DPS Chemist can sort of come back while she's using her ult on herself, which you'd probably want to use it on someone else rather than herself, but I want to see this auto fire. So I can definitely see the auto fire kick in a little bit more, being like a further away. But she just doesn't have the healing factor that other healers can put out. She doesn't survive nearly as long with only 5,600 health. You really have to play Chemist kind of out of the fight, and you really need to learn how to like arc up her shots. So like right here is where you would probably want to play Chemist rather than being in the fight, and I can kind of shoot at my teammates and maybe get some like distance splash damage. So you almost want to play her like Christina, like really far and kind of out, you know, out of line of sight against everyone else. That way you can't just get like blasted down really fast. But I'm basically just trying to get my ult here so I can chest it out. Like this is where you'd want to play Chemist, you know? Oh gosh. And I can't do that to heal myself, so it's like, I don't know. She just doesn't feel nearly as strong as she once was. If I could heal myself, I feel like Chemist would actually be in like a really good spot right now, but you can't heal yourself, so. I mean, even against bots, I'm struggling and having to grab health packs. So she's basically just playing on health packs. Let's see if we can hit this on myself and go in and DPS Chemist. Hey, we got a kill. Let's go. I don't know. Chemist doesn't feel good anymore. It's just really unfortunate because she was a lot of fun when you had that sort of DPS Chemist feel where you could go in and just get in a fight like this. It was boring to watch, but she was a lot more fun. Now it's just kind of like, yeah, she's there. She, you know, can do stuff, but for the most part, she's not nearly as strong as she once was. I can get in here, maybe stop the healing. Oh, if I had my anti-heal, that would actually have countered her thing completely. Okay, well, we got some kills. Yeah, I feel like the really good Chemist players are obviously going to know how to play her, but I don't play her nearly as often as I used to, and at that, she just doesn't feel nearly as strong as she once did. And especially now that there's so many more supports in the game, like, why would I pick Chemist over literally any of the other supports? Like, I guess we're doing some things right here. Like I said, we are playing against bots, so it's not going to be totally crazy of a gameplay. I'm on a 5 streak. Oh my gosh, bots. But she still, I guess, is something. But I don't think I would play Chemist over literally any other support in the game. I'm pushing way far in. Like, I would honestly rather play Iris. I think Iris is actually pretty decently strong. So it feels, I guess, a little better that I can ult myself, but you can't get that ult nearly as often as you should in order for that to really make much of a difference to her kit. If they made it to where she had that self-healing back, I feel like it would make her just as strong as the other supports. But right now, she just feels a little lackluster. Just a little bit. Unfortunate. All right, guys, there is all the hero changes. You kind of saw a little bit of how everything works out now. Ruby definitely needed to have some tuning. The Syndra still kind of feels pretty decent, but I guess only time will tell, depending on like the different rank levels and, you know, your skill level. Is Syndra still going to be a menace at the higher ranks or whatever the case may be? But I feel like she's still pretty strong. Chemist doesn't really feel very good at all. So maybe eventually in the future they could potentially relook at Chemist and maybe give her a buff. Regardless, I feel like these were all pretty decent changes. And as far as like all the auto fire stuff, that just kind of, that's more preference than anything, but having that more range with auto fire, I guess, is pretty cool on a lot of those heroes. So, but yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments. And yes, Gatlin probably does need a nerf, but that is a completely different video topic in and of itself. Some people want her to be nerfed. Some people want her to stay the way she is. I'm going to just say that I think maybe she needs to have a longer cooldown on her new second ability, because you can just infinitely shoot. But as far as damage and everything like that, I think it's fine the way it is. You just need to learn how to counter her. So if there is a Gatlin on the enemy team that is just causing mayhem, go in there with a flanker, flank the Gatlin, and get the kill. She's pretty squishy, other than, you know, her popping her ultimate. So let me know what you guys think in the comments about all the changes. Super Season 1 is coming this week. I'm super excited. I'm still doing daily content, so I will see you guys tomorrow with another T3 video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, peace out, guys.